Next up, we have the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation request to exceed the 300,000 limit and raffle prizes with Jim Melville, Special Agent, and Alex Beyer, Regional Director of Western Washington. We both here. Good morning.
Good morning.
May begin when you're ready.
Good morning, commissioners and ex officios. My name is Jim Melville. I'm a special agent in the Regulations and Enforcement Unit in the Spokane office. I'm here today to introduce the Rocky Mountain Elks Foundation, which is seeking the commissioner's approval to exceed the $300,000 annual prize. The Rocky Mountain Elks Foundation has held a raffle license with us since 1996. With that, I would like to introduce Alex Beyer, who is the Regional Director of Western Washington for the Rocky Mountain Elks Foundation, who will be presenting today.
Good morning, commissioners. Thanks for putting this on your agenda today. My name is Alex Beyer. I'm the Regional Director of Western Washington for the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. We are a registered 501c3 nonprofit based out of Missoula, Montana, whose mission is to ensure the future of elk, other wildlife, their habitat, and our hunting heritage. I'm before you today to request a waiver to exceed the $300,000 limit in raffle prizes paid in the calendar year of 2024 established by WAC 230-11-067 subsection 3. First, I want to thank you for engaging in rulemaking on the suite of requests submitted by us and many other nonprofits in Washington. These changes will greatly aid in our ability to maximize our fundraising efforts, and in turn, mission delivery while still keeping the gambling activities we host safe, honest, and legal. 2023 was a banner year for our efforts in Washington and around the country. Here at home, we successfully raised $1.6 million net dollars, a second consecutive state record. In return of the efforts made by our incredible volunteers who help us raise these funds and deserve the recognition, we had a record state allocation in 2023. Our funds were used to leverage additional matching funds from our valued partners, resulting in a total effort of nearly $1.7 million in 2023. In total, we supported 14 habitat enhancement projects, including prescribed burns and pre-commercial thins to promote forest health and biodiverse landscapes, a watershed restoration to promote healthy fish habitat, along with several noxious weed treatments and other post-fire restoration efforts. Additionally, we were able to partner with the Swinomish tribe, conducting a collaring effort to monitor the movement and habitat selection of the North Cascades elk herd in hopes of using the information to help reduce human-wildlife conflict in the area. In support of our hunting heritage, we partnered with some truly incredible locally operating organizations like Youth Outdoor Unlimited, First Hunt Foundation, Washington Outdoor Women, and Outdoors for Our Heroes, who work to involve new, diverse, and underserved people in our community. By providing unique outdoor experiences, these organizations ensure the perpetuation of our shared hunting heritage. Outside of Washington, we completed 2 landscape-level habitat conservation projects. Phase 2 of the Minam project secured 15,000 acres and 112 miles of the second most ecologically important river in Northeast Oregon. It was turned over to the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife for public use and ownership in perpetuity. In Appalachia, we partnered with private landowners, the state agency, and other NGOs to secure permanent public access to 55,000 acres of private land under a groundbreaking voluntary conservation agreement. Looking into the long-term future of wildlife needs and conflict mitigation, we were honored to partner with the Property and Environment Research Center by contributing to their brucellosis outbreak fund. By easing the burden of a potential outbreak, we were able to ease concerns of livestock producers and increase our social carrying capacity. In the age of constant human development, the private lands of our producers provide incredibly vital wildlife habitat. It is because of the incredibly generous support that we received from communities all over Washington at our big game banquets and other in-person fundraising events that I'm before you today. We request that the $300,000 limit established for the total value of prizes awarded through charitable gambling activities in a calendar year be waived and amended to a limit of $550,000 for 2024. At the close of 2023, we were approximately $20,000 shy of our approved limit of $500,000. Due to economic conditions, and the fact that we are still experiencing increasing fair market values, we expect to increase our reliance on raffles to effectively fundraise. It is for these reasons we are requesting an additional $50,000 increase from our 2023 waiver. Thank you for your time and consideration, and I would be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Great, thank you. Commissioner Sizemore, yes.
Can you talk a little bit more about the forest resiliency work that you're doing? I don't recall in past years that being a function that Rocky Mountain Elk had taken on. Can you kind of talk about that just a little bit more and how long that's been a part of the work of the foundation?
Yeah, habitat enhancement projects have been part of our work since the very beginning. It's not something that we advertise nearly as much as the large scale land acquisitions, but we partner with WDFW, other state agencies, and the U.S. Forest Service to help provide funds for critically underfunded projects. Especially in this day and age, the pre-commercial fins are extremely important to help reduce ladder fuels and increase forest resilience when it comes to wildfires. So we primarily get involved in the pre-commercial fins just because there's not a lot of economic incentives for logging companies to partake in those. So by providing funds for them, we're able to help reduce those fuel loads and then open up the forest canopy, which helps generate some additional forage for the critters that run around.
Ask a follow-up.
Yes.
Does Washington receive a similar amount of effort on that, or compared to maybe Idaho or Montana, Wyoming, or are the efforts pretty similar in the states that you're present in?
So how our organizational structure works is 50% of the net dollars that we raise in that state are brought back to that state the following year. So the record funds that we raised in 2023 will be in our coffers for 2024. So we'll be looking at a state allocation of approximately between $600,000 and $700,000. We don't have the final numbers yet. And that's money that will be spent in Washington on Washington projects. Additionally, Washington is an elk state. So because it's an elk state, we often receive additional funds back from the national coffers for those large scale land acquisitions, as well as our national post-fire restoration program, which Washington has been a recipient of every year since its inception in 2019.
Excellent. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Are there any other questions from any other commissioners? Right. Any public comments? Yes. All right.
Ready?
I believe we're ready. Yes.
I move to approve Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation's request to exceed $300,000 limit and grant a $550,000 limit in raffle prizes paid during the license year ending December 31st, 2024. Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? No? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very much appreciate your time.